Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're peeling back the layers on the fascinating world of high-end and custom interior design.
hmm
Beyond just the aesthetics, can luxury design really, lead the charge in sustainability and innovation?
That's a great question. It's really the core of what we're exploring today.
Exactly. We've got this comprehensive report guiding us through four incredibly influential regions: Scandinavia, the U.S., Germany, and Japan.
Yeah, four key players, each with a distinct approach.
And our mission is to sort of dissect how these different cultures balance beauty, purpose, and, well, planetary responsibility.
Finding that sweet spot.
Get ready for a journey that might just reshape how you think about the objects in your own home. Okay, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
So we're kicking off our global tour in Scandinavia, a region that's pretty much synonymous with minimalist beauty, right? Functional design.
Absolutely. And that almost inherent understanding of how spaces impact our well-being, it's baked in.
Totally. And when we look at the top brands here, we're talking iconic names. Fritz Hansen,
Yep. The egg chair, swan chair, Arne Jacobsen's classics.
Carl Hansen and Sin. The wishbone chair comes to
A
mind.
timeless piece. Then you've got GBI, Louis Poulsen for lighting.
Oh, yeah, the PH artichoke lamp. Design legend.
Definitely.
But it's not just about these enduring heritage brands, is it? We're also seeing exciting new players.
That's right. Emerging ateliers,
Yeah.
like Kaplan Demir, doing really interesting things with hand-knotted rugs, for example.
So the hallmark here is this blend. Timeless modernism, some re-edited classics, but also genuinely innovative new work.
Exactly. It's a quiet confidence in their design, I think.
Yeah, that feels right. So what's truly insightful about their approach? You mentioned materials earlier.
Well, it's their dedication to honest materials and craftsmanship. That's key. They're not just picking materials for looks.
Okay.
They choose them for their intrinsic qualities, how they age, how they feel. Think light woods, oak, ash, birch.
Often kept quite natural looking.
Very much so. Soap or oiled finishes are common to maintain that tactile surface. You also find lots of natural fibers, wool, linen,
Mm-hmm.
soft leathers, clear glass, stone.
The craftsmanship.
It focuses on expert joinery, meticulous hand finishing.
Yeah.
There's this deep respect for both the material and the artisan.
Right.
And even in contemporary studios, you see this subtle but significant experimentation with reclaimed materials, alternative materials. It shows an evolution,
Yeah.
but it's rooted in their core values.
It sounds like a deeply considered approach, not just aesthetics, but function too.
Mm-hmm.
So building on that, what are the truly cutting-edge innovations making waves in Scandinavia now, and how do they connect back to that design philosophy?
It's a great question because, Scandinavian innovation is often about refining things,
Mhm.
making the existing almost invisibly perfect rather than adding flashy gadgets.
Okay, like what?
We see sophisticated modularity, shelving systems, the sofas that adapt as your life changes. That reflects the focus on longevity.
Makes sense.
A really key area is human-centric lighting design. It's not just about light, but how light affects mood, our circadian rhythms, our well-being.
So like lights that change temperature during the day.
Exactly. Systems that subtly adjust. Then there's this clever fusion of, say, CNC-aided precision with hand finishing. Technology enhances the artisan's skill. It doesn't replace it.
Interesting balance.
Yeah. And aesthetically, there's this move towards warmer palettes, more layered textures. People call it New Nordic.
Ah, I've heard that term.
And also fascinating cross-cultural stuff like Japandi.
Right. Japanese and Scandinavian design mixed.
Exactly. It creates this serene, minimalist style. It's really about better living as a kind of radical act of design, creating spaces that genuinely feel good, not just look good.
That's a powerful idea, design as a radical act for better living. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I imagine that commitment to longevity, to well-being, feeds directly into sustainability. We often hear Scandinavia held up as a benchmark there. What specifically gives them that edge?
You're absolutely right. They really are a sector benchmark because their approach is so holistic. They prioritize FSC or PEFC certified woods.
Meaning responsibly managed forests.
Correct. Forest Stewardship Council and Program for the Endorsement of Forest Certification. They also emphasize natural fibers, low VOC finishes.
VOC being volatile organic compounds.
Yes, so fewer harmful chemicals off-gassing into your home and into the environment. Local, or at least European production is key too, minimizing transport.
Right.
But what really sets them apart, I think, is how they embody slow luxury, designing for longevity,
How does that manifest practically?
offering comprehensive repair and reupholstery services,
Mm-hmm.
participating in take-back pilots for products at the end of their life. You really see circular thinking at their design fairs. It's just Ingrained. It's not an add-on.
Okay. So from Scandinavia's refined ethos, let's pivot now. Let's talk about the U.S., a very dynamic, sometimes contrasting landscape.
Absolutely. The U.S. presents this fascinating duality. On one hand, you've got these heritage icons, huge legacies, like Herman Miller Knoll, now Miller Knoll.
Right, defining modern office and home furniture, the Aran chair, the Barcelona chair.
Exactly. Then there's Emiko, famous for that super durable 1006 Navy chair, originally made for submarines.
Incredible story.
It is. But then on the other hand, you have this vibrant, almost explosive scene of independent artisanal studios.
Particularly in places like Brooklyn, L.A.
Yeah, those creative hubs. Names like Egg Collective, doing beautiful furniture, Apparatus with their distinctive lighting, Lindsay Adelman's unique handcrafted pieces. It highlights a real spirit of bespoke innovation.
That blend, large-scale legacy and this agile artisanry, it sounds like it must lead to a pretty diverse material palette.
It certainly does. You see robust North American hardwoods, walnut, white oak, cherry, often celebrated for their grain and strength, paired with classic metals like brass, bronze, steel, aluminum too, often with significant recycled content like those Emiko chairs.
Got it.
There's a strong emphasis on luxurious leather, high-performance textiles designed for durability. But the U.S. also isn't afraid to innovate with composites.
Like plastics or carbon fiber?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Using molded plastics, carbon fiber where they genuinely enhance function or form, pushing boundaries beyond traditional crafts sometimes.
So with this wide array of materials and makers, what about innovation specifically in the U.S.? How does it differ from, say, the Scandinavian approach?
Yeah, U.S. innovation often takes a slightly different path. It seems driven by a blend of practical problem solving and some bold experimentation.
Okay.
They're leaders in ergonomics. It's been a cornerstone for brands like Herman Miller for decades, constantly refining how furniture supports the human body.
Sure.
We also see subtle tech integration. Wireless charging built seamlessly into surfaces, smart lighting that adapts intuitively, but without being overtly techy.
Right, discrete tech.
Exactly. And there's a significant craft tech fusion, combining the precision of CNC or 3D printing with that irreplaceable touch of handwork. It allows for complex forms that still feel artisanal.
That makes sense.
And crucially, they're pioneering service innovation. Robust refurbishment programs, certified resale initiatives, even corporate take-back programs.
Like Miller Knoll's repurpose.
Precisely. Reclaiming and reconditioning old furniture. Plus, there's just a real appetite for bold material experimentation. Always looking for the next breakthrough.
That focus on service and circularity sounds pretty promising for sustainability. What does the bigger picture look like for sustainability in American high-end design?
It's a robust and definitely evolving landscape. The U.S. has a strong certification culture, aligning with EPD's environmental product declarations.
Like a detailed environmental nutrition label for a product?
Kind of, yeah. And LED standards for green building.
Correct.
This commitment to transparency is significant.
Okay.
There's a clear focus on recycled content, especially aluminum and RPT. That's recycled plastic bottles, basically. Shows a commitment to reducing waste.
Good.
Strong local manufacturing is also key, reducing transport impacts, supporting regional economies. Longevity warranties are common. And as we mentioned, the large corporations have developed impressive circular programs.
And the smaller studios?
Meanwhile, the independent studios often champion local sourcing, artisanal techniques, and repairability, ensuring their pieces endure and tell a story. It's like a two-pronged attack on waste, each with its own strengths.
Interesting. Okay, let's journey across the Atlantic now. Germany. My understanding is the identity here is really about precision, modern elegance, maybe a strong Bauhaus lineage, still influencing things.
That's absolutely spot on. German design is synonymous with meticulous engineering, a clean, functional aesthetic, very rooted in that Bauhaus form follows function philosophy.
Who are the key players?
Top brands include Walter Knoll, known for sophisticated upholstery, Thonet, legendary for pioneering bentwood designs,
Classic.
E15, with its strong minimalist wood furniture, Rolf Benz, celebrated for comfortable modular sofas, and you see strong Swiss-German ties too.
Like Vitra and USM Haller.
Exactly. USM Haller's modular systems are just a masterclass in flexibility. And for lighting, innovative brands like Ingo Maurer, Okio, constantly pushing boundaries.
So, with such an emphasis on precision, what materials and craftsmanship do we typically see in Germany?
Well, it really exemplifies meticulous engineering. Solid European oak and walnut for strength and beauty, beech bentwood for those classic Thonet styles, leathers from top tanneries, exceptional quality, glass, brass, steel, expertly integrated. often combined with advanced engineered materials to optimize performance, durability.
And how is it made? Is it all machines?
It's a fascinating blend. Machine precision, yes, think CNC machinery, robotic welding for absolute accuracy and consistency. But then that's followed by expert artisan assembly and careful hand finishing.
Ah, so it's a dual approach.
Precisely. Ensures every detail is perfect. Products that aren't just beautiful, but incredibly durable and reliable.
That idea, machine precision followed by hand finishing, really seems to capture the German approach.
Okay.
So where does innovation manifest in this highly engineered design culture?
Innovation here is deeply embedded in their engineering mindset. Germany's been a pioneer in modular and system furniture for decades. Brands like USM Haller, CO or Concetta, leading the way in adaptable, long-lasting pieces.
Right, things that evolve with your needs.
Exactly. They're also deeply involved in material R&D, exploring things like formed plywood, various biomaterials, developing sustainable alternatives.
Interesting.
We also see digital customization, parametric sizing, allowing pieces to be perfectly tailored to a specific space or user, and discrete smart mechanisms that enhance function without being obvious.
So tech is there, but subtle.
Very much so. And beyond the brands, universities and design councils actively promote eco-innovation. There's a real ecosystem fostering that forward thinking.
It sounds like sustainability must be almost intrinsically woven into their design process, given that commitment to longevity and thoughtful engineering. Is that fair?
Absolutely. Sustainability is deeply ingrained. Products are often made in Germany or made in Europe.
Which means stricter standards.
Generally, yes. Strict environmental regulations, high labor standards. They use certified woods, prioritize recyclable mono-materials.
Meaning single materials or easily separable ones.
Exactly. To simplify end-of-life recycling. Design for disassembly is a key principle, ensuring components can be easily separated for repair, replacement, or recycling.
Okay.
Comprehensive refurbishment and reupholstery services are pretty standard offerings. Strict environmental management systems are in place. And product longevity, a piece lasting a lifetime. That's a core pillar of their sustainability ethos. Moving away from disposability.
Okay, fascinating. Our final stop is Japan, a country whose design aesthetic is often defined by serene minimalism, unparalleled master craftsmanship. This is one I'm particularly excited about.
It is truly a special place for design. You have brands like Karimoku, including their Modern Heritage Case Study Collection, Moroni, known for collaborations with international designers, Time and Style,
And influential studios.
like Nendo, known for their innovative, often playful approach to everyday objects, but still deeply Japanese in sensibility. The essence here is this profound respect for nature, a pursuit of quiet beauty.
That sounds like a powerful foundation. How does that philosophy translate into their specific materials and craftsmanship?
The materials and craftsmanship are deeply respectful of nature and tradition, almost spiritual, you could say. They use indigenous woods like hinoki, sugi, oak, also bamboo, delicate washi paper,
Beautiful materials.
exquisite silk and cotton, often with natural dyes, lacquer, meticulously applied in layers for incredible depth and durability. And what's particularly fascinating is their complex joinery.
Like how pieces fit together.
Exactly. Techniques like sashimono achieve invisible precision, structures that are incredibly strong, visually seamless, often without nails or screws, and hand-polished finishes that truly respect the material's character. It embodies the concept of wabi-sabi.
Finding beauty in imperfection, transience.
Exactly. And the natural patina of age. It's a celebration of authenticity.
Wabi-sabi. That's such a profound concept, especially when so much of modern consumerism chases, fleeting perfection. How does that philosophical approach manifest in specific innovations we see in Japan?
It's fascinating how tradition inspires innovation there. You see clever space-saving modularity essential for smaller urban living spaces, ingeniously designed. There are unobtrusive smart features, like in high-tech baths, or subtly integrated into furniture. They enhance comfort without dominating the look.
Cuddle again.
Very. There's also a nuanced craft-tech fusion. CNC, 3D printing might assist traditional making, speeding things up or allowing intricate detail, but the artisan's touch remains critical.
Right.
Biophilic interiors are prominent, bringing nature indoors thoughtfully, and a unique focus on cultural upcycling, like reusing kimono textiles, plus a true celebration of repaired or patented items, valuing their history.
That's really different. So connecting this to the bigger picture, Japan's sustainability practices, especially with that Motanai mindset you mentioned, must be quite distinctive.
Motainai is absolutely central. It's this philosophy of regret over waste. A deep-seated respect for resources and the labor involved in making something.
How does that look in practice?
It translates directly. Using local and renewable materials to minimize impact. Low-waste production techniques incredibly efficient. A strong emphasis on design for repair, making things maintainable for generations.
Right.
Natural finishes preferred over synthetic ones. A profound commitment to long-life aesthetics pieces treasured across generations. They also prioritize preserving the artisan ecosystem, ensuring traditional skills endure. And there's exploring emerging recycled and upcycled material projects, always with that core principle of valuing every resource.
What an incredible journey across these 4 distinct yet deeply influential regions. So when we pull back, look at the whole picture. What are the overarching threads connecting Scandinavia, the US, Germany, and Japan in high-end design?
Well, if we look at materials first, a striking commonality emerges. There's this strong overarching preference for authentic, durable elements.
Solid woods, natural fibers, glass, metal.
Exactly. Chosen not just for beauty, but for intrinsic longevity, how they age gracefully, their potential for renewal or recycling. Advanced composites are used, but selectively.
Only where they add clear value.
Pretty much. Not just for novelty's sake. It's about considered material choices for the long haul.
Okay. So beyond materials, what about innovation across these regions? Are there shared, cutting-edge trends emerging everywhere?
It's fascinating. While culturally nuanced, innovation shares key drivers. Modularity offering flexibility, adaptability, that's a consistent theme.
Right.
The relentless pursuit of ergonomics, creating truly comfortable, supportive pieces, also universal. We see that sophisticated blend of digital fabrication with handcraft.
Tech empowering the artisan?
Exactly. Prevalent across the board. And subtle, smart integrations, enhancing function without disrupting the aesthetic that's becoming the norm.
And you mentioned cultural cross-pollination.
Yes, that's a key driver of demand too, like the growing popularity of Japandi, merging Japanese and Scandinavian philosophies into a global trend.
This all sounds incredibly forward-thinking. And building on that, what about sustainability across these high-end segments? Are they genuinely leading the charge?
I think it's clear they are, yes. Longevity-first design is mainstream across all these regions, creating products built to last.
Supported by things like certified woods.
Right. Certified woods, using recyclable monomaterials to ease end of life. Local production is emphasized to cut environmental impact. Refurbishment and take-back programs are becoming standard offerings, not just niche services.
So it's becoming expected.
Increasingly so. And circular pilots are actively being explored. The commitment feels profound. It's a collective move towards a more sustainable future in luxury design, where responsibility is as integral as aesthetics.
And finally, for anyone looking at how these brands operate, what's the kind of playbook for success in this high-end market?
Across all regions, we see this clever dual strategy. You have heritage reeditions celebrating classic designs.
Leveraging the legacy.
Exactly. Alongside contemporary lines that push boundaries, capture new trends, limited editions, artisanal runs are key for differentiation, offering exclusivity, collectability, and there's a powerful, compelling emphasis on storytelling around craft, provenance, low-impact making. That resonates deeply with today's conscious consumer.
So it's more than just the product itself.
Absolutely. It's the narrative, the impact, the enduring value.
What an incredible deep dive. Global high-end interior design. From Scandinavian slow luxury to Japanese motenai, American innovation, German precision. It's clear this sector is driven by a profound commitment to quality, thoughtful design, and an increasingly sophisticated approach to sustainability. It really answers our initial question, I think. Luxury design isn't just about aesthetics. It seems it's actively leading the charge in creating a more beautiful and responsible world.
Which leaves us with a truly compelling question for you, the listener. How might these principles, this blend of tradition, innovation, long-term thinking, influence your own approach to the spaces you inhabit, or even the products you choose, moving beyond mere aesthetics to consider true impact and longevity?
A great thought to end on. What element of this deep dive will you carry forward into your own design philosophy?